we need to know what is airbag. An airbag is a vehicle occupant restraint system using a bag designed to inflate extremely quickly, then quickly deflect during a collision. It consists of an airbag cushion, a flexible fabric bag, an inflation module, and an impact sensor. So different types of car would have different number of airbags. For example, this is Proton Iris, and this is Honda, and this is Airplane. And then we have airbag system, which consists of front airbag sensor, passenger airbag SRS, driver airbag SRS, and center airbag computer. So if you see the airbag light is on or flashing on your dashboard, it means your airbags are deactivated and there is a problem with the sensor, fuse, engine, or seatbelt. So you should fix it immediately to keep yourself safe.
So now we will talk about how this airbag function. So when a collision occurs, impact sensor in a vehicle detect a sudden deceleration, triggering a carefully developed sequence based on the fundamental law of physics. When the impact sensor initiates the inflation system, a chemical reaction rapidly produces nitrogen gas, inflating the airbag within a millisecond. When this airbag inflates, it becomes a cushion that absorbs and distributes the kinetic energy generated during the collision. This is a basic principle of physics. According to the impulse moment theorem, the force experienced by an object is equal to the change in its momentum divided by the time over which this change occurs. So, by extending the time the deceleration take place, we can reduce the force experienced by the passengers. By slowing and spreading the force of an impact, this airbag play an important role in to minimizing the risk of serious injury. So now let's talk about what happens if the car does not have an airbag. Without this protective cushion, passengers face direct and forceful impact with the interior of the vehicles, subject to the unforgiving law of physics. The absence of airbags means passengers experience higher deceleration forces, significantly increasing the risk of head, chest, and upper body injuries. The physics remain the same, but the results are very different. In a severe collision, without without this airbag protective, passengers may also face a higher risk of being thrown forward. The physics of momentum play a role, and the consequences can include potentially life-threatening ejection scenarios from vehicles. So, without an airbag, the passengers bears the brunt of the deceleration forces, leading to more severe injuries.
Moving on, let's see how does an airbag work. During a collision or accident, the crash sensor detects the crash. So in the crash sensor, there is a ball in tube sensor. In this sensor, a steel ball is held in position with the help of a magnet. When a collision occurs, the car decelerates very quickly, but the ball gets separated from the magnet due to its inertia. So then the ball moves forward to close the circuit and sends a signal to the inflator. In the inflator, chemical explosives are used instead of compressed air. A chemical called sodium azide is used for this purpose. So the reason as to why we use sodium azide is such that if this solid chemical is triggered by a temperature more than 300 degrees Celsius, it would rapidly and directly convert to a gaseous state. The 50 grams of sodium azide generated nearly 70 liters of nitrogen. So this chemical is filled inside an airtight cylinder of the steering wheel. Electric signal sent by the ball sensor passes through a pyrotechnic device. It is a thin resistant wire. So when the current passes through it, it generates a temperature of more than 300 degrees Celsius. This causes the sodium azide to explode and generate nitrogen gas very quickly. So here is the decomposition equation of sodium azide. Okay, so it decomposes into sodium metal and nitrogen gas. This is able to inflate the bag within 30 milliseconds. We know that impulsive force is defined as the rate of change of momentum during collision in a short time interval. And the formula is given by F equals to mv minus mu over t, where t is the time. So during an accident, with the help of an airbag, we can lengthen the time of impact to reduce the impulsive force acting on the driver. In conclusion, airbag is one of the safety features in a car that plays a vital role to reduce the possibility of getting severe injuries. So that's all from our group. Thank you.